Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, where we peel back the layers of corporate filings. And let me tell you, this latest report from Universal Logistics Holdings Inc. has a bit of a surprise twist, like a plot that changes right before the credits roll. We are going to decode why Universal Logistics is hitting the pause button on its earnings announcement and what it could mean for investors. And before we dive in, if you love getting these clear explanations of dense financial documents, make sure you are subscribed. Also, we've got a fantastic community over on Discord, with a link in the description below where we break down these and other corporate events. So what we have here is a Form 8K report, which is essentially a way for companies to announce major events that shareholders should know about right away. And the big news is centered around something called a material non-cash impairment charge. Now that sounds fancy, but what it means is that the company's auditors, the audit committee of the board of directors, they've looked at the books and realized that some of the company's intangible assets are not worth what they used to be. Think of intangible assets like goodwill or brand value if they're real, but you can't touch them. The company believes this is related to certain assets in their intermodal business, which is part of how they move freight using multiple forms of transportation. The key here is that they haven't figured out the exact dollar amount of this loss yet. They are still crunching the numbers, and they promise to give us an update, an amendment to this report, once they have that final figure. This is a significant development because it suggests a potential overvaluation of these assets in the past, and when a company has to write down assets, it can signal trouble in that specific business segment. Because they are sorting out this impairment charge, Universal Logistics is also pushing back its financial results announcement. This was supposed to come out on the 23rd of October, but now it is postponed. They also had a conference call scheduled for the very next day to discuss these results, and that is postponed too. They'll let everyone know a new date and time once they've got all their ducks in a row. This delay itself is noteworthy. It is not just a minor hiccup, it is directly tied to the difficulty in calculating this impairment charge. It means the accounting process is more complex and time-consuming than usual, which can sometimes indicate deeper issues. Scroll securities registered pursuant to Section 12 bar of the Act, title of each class common stock. No par value scroll now. Universal Logistics Holdings Incorporated trades under the ticker symbol ALT on the Nasdaq stock market, LLC. They are registered in Nevada and their main operations seem to be based out of Warren, Michigan. Their common stock is what is listed on major exchanges. While this report doesn't give us the actual financial numbers for the quarter yet, the decision to announce a material impairment charge is a major signal. Impairments can happen for various reasons, but when it is a material charge, it means it is big enough to matter. For the intermodal segment, it suggests that either the revenue or profitability expectations from these specific intangible assets are no longer realistic. This could be due to increased competition, changes in market demand, or perhaps the company's strategy in that segment isn't paying off as planned. Think of it like this. If you bought a specialized piece of equipment for your business for $1 million, and then you realize that due to new technology, it is only worth half that, you have to record that loss. That is essentially what is happening here, but with assets that are harder to value like goodwill. From a Warren Buffett perspective, we're looking for reasons why the underlying business value might have decreased. This impairment charge points to a potential decrease in the value of the intermodal segment. We don't know the exact amount yet, but the fact that it is significant enough to halt earnings releases tells us it is not trivial. We need to watch closely for the amended filing to see the dollar amount and how it impacts their overall balance sheet. Scrollby. Sabin Stephen Fitzpatrick, Secretary Scroll. The report is signed by Stephen Fitzpatrick, who serves as the Secretary. This is a standard procedural step in these filings. So, what does this all mean for Universal Logistics Holdings Incorporated? Well, the immediate impact is uncertainty. Investors don't like unexpected negative news, especially when it delays crucial financial data. The fact that they are taking a big write-down suggests that their intermodal business might be facing more headwinds than previously communicated. This could affect future earnings, investor confidence, and potentially the company's stock price. The key risks here are the ongoing performance of the intermodal segment and the accuracy of the future projections once this impairment is fully accounted for. The opportunity, if there is one, would be if management can effectively address the issues causing this impairment and turn the segment around, or if they decide to divest or restructure that part of the business. In conclusion, while we don't have the full financial picture yet, this Form 8K filing raises eyebrows. A material impairment charge for intangible assets in the intermodal segment is a clear warning sign that demands further investigation. We need to await that amended filing with the specific dollar amounts to fully assess the damage. Alright, that is our breakdown of Universal Logistics Holdings Incorporated's latest filing. What is your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Do you think this impairment is a temporary setback or a sign of deeper problems? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps us out, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of corporate finance. Don't forget to check out the Discord community linked in the description. Thanks for watching, see you next time.